Everyone, this is David. Welcome back behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today because we're joined by the one and only Sarah Farasia.
Can I just tell you, I'm so excited for our virtual live show, November 17th, around everything that's going on in the Bravo world. This show is going to be bananas. You all need your tickets. I can't even believe how many tickets we have sold. And like we haven't even put the gas on. You know what I mean? We usually put the gas on the last couple of weeks. Well, we are going to be sold out.
Honey, it is the last. I mean, this is like we have less than
Oh, it is.
we
Oh,
have like a month here,
my God.
right? This
I'm
is
gonna
oh
get promoted.
shit. Yeah, a
I got
month.
pregnancy brain. It's a
Girl.
month. I know. I got to do it. Okay. Um, you need to go to Eventbrite. Search David Yontef, search Sarah Fraser. You can just search our first names, or it's as simple as going to our Instagram and TikTok bios, clicking on the link, and right there, top and center, is our virtual live podcast, BravoCon edition. It's a Monday night, 7 o'clock New York City time, just $30 for the ticket. Why spend 5,000 going to Vegas? We'll have all the tea. We have insiders. I mean, so much is going down with this Wendy Osefo arrest, with this Reebok Bravo partnership. What's the future? I mean, everything that's going on in Salt Lake, Roni. Ugh. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be so much fun. If you can drink, grab a glass of wine. This is going to be the first show I'm going to be sober, obviously, because I'm preggers, almost 5 months. But we are going to have a ball, and the best question gets a prize with over $100 in goodies. There's a lot of makeup that's going to be given away, beautiful designer hairbrushes, so much stuff. So eventbrite.com, or just simply go to at Behind the Velvet Rope on social, or at The Sarah Fraser Show. We'll see you then.
And slip into the DMs. Lots of people have been DMing saying, I still can't find the link. The old shows are popping up on Eventbrite. You could DM. I will walk you through how to purchase tickets. We are selling a lot, and we have a month left. I think this is going to be our best show yet. And you can ask us any question. I mean, um, please come to the live show. Well, Andy Cohen has now spoken out about your good. You have a good friend over there in the D. You are from the DMV area. Do you want to hand in your DMV card now that you have two scammers in your backyard? And how do you feel about this? Because I'm going to hold my thoughts before I discuss it with you. I discussed it on my own, but before I discuss it with you, how do you feel? And then we'll take a temp. I will tell you what the temperature is online of the fans that watch the
Oh,
show.
good, because I haven't paid much attention to that. I'm actually sad about this one. Where Karen, I was angry because Karen, Karen to me is an alcoholic. I mean, to know that their video was out there and insist on going to trial. Oh, by the way, when you had three prior DUI convictions, it wasn't sympathy. It was anger. And to me, that's a fraud, because she's come on with this standard of the grand dame when she's the grand drunk, as we know, as we call her on the show. And had all this pomp and circumstance and how wealthy she was in upper society in Potomac. And meanwhile, all these times she could have killed somebody. And how many people listening have been impacted by DUIs, lost somebody to somebody drunk, high, or come close? I mean, I have no empathy for Karen at this point. I don't. Wendy, I am a little heartbroken. I'm going to be honest. She's been on my show. I'm going to rerun that interview this week. I've met her many times in DC. I worked for Fox 5 DC. She would come on as a political commentator. I I think that they got so caught up in trying to keep up the Joneses. Like, this is a woman that's actually smart. I don't know that Karen Huger anymore is that smart. I really don't. Maybe, but she's such an alcoholic. You don't know. This is a woman that is actually this woman actually was a professor, a real professor at, oh my God, what was it? What's the
You
university?
think I know?
Okay, well, I'll look.
George Washington, Georgetown.
Oh, I think it was Saint,
No.
really prestigious one. Okay. Anyhow, I'll look, well, and I'll wrap this up because I'm really am curious about your thoughts.
And
This
then
one
we'll
is
talk about
more
Andy Cohen.
heartbreaking to me. And the heartbreakingest thing of all is this woman has three young children, I think under the age of 13. For them to go to school, for them now to have that, like Gia Giudice's talked about, that pressure of my parents are going away is devastating. That's where, when people do white collar crime, when people do that stuff, To me, it's like it's horrible. But when you have kids, it's a whole nother level of derangement and selfishness. Because when you have when you have a child, your life is no longer about your life, and that's what people get all upset. Oh, I've lost my identity. That is what having a kid and a family is about. You should live your life. So when you have a child, yes, you can still do things, but they are number one if you want to create a healthy family environment. And that broke my heart. Again, if Eddie had just done it and one parent's going away, that's like one thing. But for her to receive those emails of him asking for items to rack up on their insurance fraud claim, for her to knowingly go along with calling the police and staging a break in, I mean, that is to me, as a mother, you have to look at those three kids and go, what is best for them? Declare bankruptcy. Parent.
Well, I'll tell you what's best for the kids.
Okay,
Well,
I'm heartbroken. I am heartbroken for those kids because this is so public. Their mugshots are embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's sad that now they play into the Nigerian stereotype, which is awful, which you see online. People are like, oh, of course, Nigerian scammers. It's like, that's horrible. She looks foolish in that thing. I can't even believe, David, do you believe he's really a lawyer? People, I went live on TikTok yesterday. People told me he's a legit lawyer and he was practicing in Maryland, which means he passed the bar. Because, no offense to you, but anybody can go to law school. They'll take your money and anybody can go to law
there's a
school.
law school for anyone. I mean, we have Toro here on Long Island, and there's a lot out there. Yeah.
But to pass the bar, which you have done, is a whole nother
Thank you.
level. It's
I passed two
really,
bars, darling, New York
okay,
and
that's actually,
Connecticut.
no, that's
Anyone who says
really,
I
really hard.
didn't, there will be a lawsuit from my attorneys. I don't get involved in my lawsuits. My lawyers handle that. I just sit up here on my throne. Go on.
No, we had a podcast once say, oh, is he even barred?
Well, the thing about lawsuits, darling, is they don't happen overnight.
Um,
We like to gather information. Go on, darling.
it is the bar exam in almost every state. Now they do rank them, but is incredibly difficult. And once you fail, it gets hard. It's very, very hard to pass. So you are quite bright. And Eddie should be bright. I mean, I don't know, David. I just think they got caught up, which is odd to me because nobody on Potomac cast is rich. You think Wendy, like you think Karen's rich? No, they rent a house
No.
to pretend. Jizzy Jiz, she owns her own home, which is awesome, but she ain't, she's doing okay. Ashley's probably the wealthiest of them all. Now they do have a couple new women, I think, that do have some bigger money, but
Angel's husband was a athlete. Before we get to Andy Cohen breaking his silence on this, it's really funny. That's why I love doing the show. We could not disagree more. We could not disagree more. I am not here to say I told you so. It's just if you go back and listen to my shows over the past 6 years, there are hundreds. I've done people who have, I mean, no offense to Robin and Giselle. That was so cute. They just got so excited. They have their 200th show. That's cute. They're sweet. I have about 4,000 to 5,000 shows that